After 3 months working on the cabin and spending time with family for the holidays, it was time for the 20-hour drive back to our barndominium in North Carolina.
Bye-bye, Missy.
Bye-bye, Missy.
Good job.
She wants another kiss.
She wants another kiss, sweetie.
Yeah.
There you go.
We look like the Beverly Hillbillies. 100%. All he's missing is like a couch. Hi, Daddy. Hi, Daddy. Wade's running. He's running.
Everyone was happy to be out of the car.
We have grass, kinda. Wow, Wade. Yes, it's locked. Let's see. Go, Wadey, go! Oh man. This living room is bigger than your whole cabin. Uh-huh. Wow. Lord have mercy.
So I just got home. I got home before the girls and Wadey got here. Changed out the filter in the well. Checked on the chickens and the ducks. Didn't see any dead ones. Coops definitely need to be cleaned out, but they're alive. And I noticed that I had a flat tire on my truck, my red truck. And that one's only got one battery, the 12 valve. Only got one battery. Still fired right up, no problem. But the X, batteries are dead. Whatever, I haven't set up a tender setup yet. What the heck? I must have run something over at one point, so I guess I'm patching more tires. We got a lot of stuff to do here. Never ends. I gotta clean all this, organize, get rid of things we don't need, etc. and etc. And I gotta go do some jobs. So
We just got back from spending 3 months at our cabin. It was the first trip like this we've done. And we had an arrangement with our chicken sitters that they, because they live just down the street, got to keep the eggs and do what they want with them so they can sell them, whatever. And they were getting over a dozen eggs a day as long as they took care of our chickens. So I bought all the feed before we left, and I really thought they were going to take care of them. And they kept telling me everything's fine. And let me just show you what we came back to. No way I can get that wheelbarrow in here. Okay. Let me show you what's going on in this coop. I don't blame them for trying to escape right now. So, this is what their water buckets look like. I'm not even going to bother opening that one right now. This one was opened, and that water is disgusting. I mean, there's just poop everywhere. I don't know where the lids are. This, I just finished scraping out. All of this was in the bottom of it. Hasn't been cleaned. And then the coop. Excuse me, little friend. In some spots, like over there, I'm willing to bet that this is like almost 8 inches deep. Yeah. And one of the roosting bars came down at some point and hasn't been put back up. So who knows what the bottom of their feet look like. But yeah, I mean, this is hard. You see. This is, I mean, that is packed. I don't think they've been properly cared for in months, like since we left. I'm really disappointed. And I feel so bad for my poor little chickens. I'm gonna try, look at how gross this is. Like, I'm gonna try not to bust butt getting in and out of here to clean this, but I'm probably gonna. I think to avoid killing myself and sliding around in poop, I'm going to use that lid to shovel all of the mess into, and then I'll carry that out to the wheelbarrow because the door's not wide enough to get the wheelbarrow in. That rooster looks pissed. So that's about as clean as the coop's gonna get today. I'll have to run first thing tomorrow to Tractor Supply to get more bedding and some pavers from Lowe's so that I can make a path through here, and then I need to build some boxes so I can grow something in there and keep the chickens off of it till it starts really growing. But there's just I could not have anticipated that they could have been that neglected. The person we had doing this was he had family. He lived with, I think, grandparents, and he said that he'd done this his whole life, and I walked him through everything. He said, no problem, I'll take care of him, I'll let you know if anything comes up. And not a peep, other than when they started running low on food and I had them buy more food. But yeah, the neglect was off the chain in there, and I've got a lot of undoing to do. It does seem like everyone's accounted for, though, so that's a win. And the ducks are okay, but not doing so hot. They need to get some vitamins. So let me just run through my thought process on this real quick. I've done a lot of jobs. So odd jobs. I've cleaned houses, I've done babysitting, I've done nannying, I've done all kinds of stuff. I've flipped furniture, I've repaired furniture, I've done medical billing and coding. And I always did my best because I wanted to get asked to do more and I wanted to make more money. The people who are watching these birds for us need money. And instead of going above and beyond, they did that. I'm 28, I'm not 98. And I am shocked, honestly, by how little people care about what they do. And then they wonder why they don't get more money, more work, more whatever. Like, that's why. That's why.
Despite unfavorable weather in Texas, we did manage to score a pretty sick deal for the Barndominium and hauled it all the way home.
Oh man. Hold on, buddy. Look. Some cookies. Oh, thank you. Oh,
I want a cookie.
Oh, here you go. Have a cookie.
Mommy.
Oh, it's so.
That's what.
I was skeptical about the flatbed at first, and eventually Woody sold me on the idea. Although not great for loading slippery cabinets.
Ready? Hi, baby. It's a good deal. Yeah.
I guess we should probably get down to telling the truth about our Barndominium. And if you've watched our very, very, very first video, you probably already know this, but it's been a while. So let me explain it a little differently now that we're back. When we built this house, we fully intended to live here for at least 6 years, but with Woody leaving the Navy early and life just kind of happening the way it did and opportunities coming when they did, we now know that we won't be here full time for quite a long time, especially with the cabin project, because our hearts are truly there. But we've got a lot of things to finish here because the budget was totally blown very early on in our build. We built during COVID, and just the very basics of things totally jumped in price and were out of control. So in short, we moved in with one working bathroom and have been piecing this place together ever since. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not sad about it. But it does make for some frustrations, and this laundry room was one of them.
So this is our unfinished laundry room in the Barndominium. When we moved in, we knew that we'd have a lot of projects to do. This was one of them. Let me show you around real quick. We just got everything out of it that we're gonna move out of it. And we're hopefully gonna bring in these cabinets and they're all gonna work perfectly.
Because we got them for a steal.
So I don't have handles for these yet because they're very expensive and I haven't made my mind up. But this is the laundry room. It's 14 feet long with 9-foot ceilings. This will eventually be a chute from the second floor in the Jack and Jill bath. Didn't want that there, but it's there. These can shift a little bit depending on the cabinets, but this is what we've got to work with. Like 2 weeks after we moved in, we had a water leak, which we had a floor drain, so it wasn't that big a deal. But one of the baseboards, the trim piece, got nailed into a water line, so that was a fun fix. So we've got lots of repairs and little things to do in here. Clear. Oh, here we go. Okay, what do you think?
It'll definitely stick out pretty far.
So there is, these are 27, just short of 27 inches wide each. And as the person doing laundry, I want the washers and dryer to both be able to be open and me not bump into anything behind me. So what I want to do is have between 54 and 60 inches of space on the folding table across from these.
So over here?
Yes. And you said right now we're at what, 4'7"?
Yeah.
So we're pretty close. We just need to center up where these are going to sit with where those are going to sit. Because this little area that we're doing right here, that is going to be like a hanging rod and a bench with cubbies underneath, doesn't need to be quite this wide. It could be a little bit smaller.
Mm-hmm.
So we could move this one this way a little bit. Okay, so then let's figure out where these need to sit and adjust these accordingly so that we know where to build the washer and dryer pedestal. And then also, if we're going to put another set of these on this side, where they need to go.
Mm-hmm. We want to lift these things up because Megan's very short to 2 feet above where they are at now. So the height of this...
That has nothing to do with me being short.
You're definitely not tall.
You just want to throw that in there.
You're short.
No, the reason I want to lift the washer and dryer is so that I'm not bending over to get into them. I would like for them to be like waist high, the bottom of the opening of the washer, at least, so I can just reach in there and do stuff.
Okay, anyway, Megan wants to bring the top here to right here, right? Which means I need to move those guys like 2 foot, we'll just say 2 foot 4 inches up.
At least it's not like bad plumbing. Like, this isn't that big of a deal. And you're indoors, which is nice because you're not outside freezing or cooking. I mean, you don't have to insulate any of this.
There's $7 for 42.
39 cents for 12.
So it'd be 4 times 30, it'd be $1.20. So
Oh.
let's get those.
Yeah.
Done.
So the panel that we ended up getting is 20 inches by 6 foot, and it's a heck of a lot cheaper than what we were looking at in the countertop section. And I can still stain it and make it look nice.
What size is that? 20 or 35 inch?
Yeah, let's see if they got another one of these somewhere.
Oh yeah, I should have totally unloaded all this stuff. Alright, so I have to be kind of quiet because the baby's sleeping. Gotta go around and mark all my studs, and I don't have any of my fancy Pica pencils, so I'm using a colored pencil because I found a colored pencil.
I save all of my scraps, which is kind of a toxic trait, but it works out often. So I have scraps and I've got my measurements, and I'm about to get started cutting all the pieces that I need so that we can build the table surface to support the countertop in our folding table in the laundry room. Get this thing as close to done as we can so that we can start priming. Woody's got to move plumbing before we can finish the right side, but it's already better than it was, so I'm perfectly happy.
Right there.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. Going for it. Good.
Come out. Alright, did it. Good.
Okay.
Next.
Yeah.
Yipper, sir.
All right, so I just got the legs on, built the table underneath, and everything fits. So I'll show you. We've got our 31-inch legs. This 2x4 goes across and goes into each of these through the back, so you don't see them, pocket holes. On both sides, 2 on either. And then this I have not, the tabletop, put down yet, but I'll go ahead and just show you while it's still visible what everything looks like in there. So I'll go ahead and get that secured down and then start putting my pretty face pieces on here. This is so annoying, but I'm not a waster, so I'm not gonna waste any of these screws. They're perfectly good. They're just annoying. Let's see. I think I'm gonna get it. Ah, there we go. That one's good. Ay. All right. All right. It has been a pretty productive Sunday, I think. I've got the trim on the face tacked up. And when I eventually find my teeny tiny brad nailer, I will secure it. But I'm happy with it. I think it's going to turn out beautifully. And it'll be a huge relief to finally have a dedicated place to do all of our laundry that's functional, and it's not a door, half a door, on top of 2 old sewing machine bases. We've been in the house, I think, February, March. We moved in March, and it's now January of the following year, and in that time we've done a lot of projects. We've worked on a lot of stuff, and I'm pretty forgiving on us, especially with regard to timing, because we have a little kid and we've done a lot of things in the last year that they take time and they're a lot of work, and I know the house isn't where we wanted it to be yet, but we're getting there. So Wade is still sleeping. It's early. It's about 5:36, and I want to get primer on these today, so I'm going to start doing that and hopefully knock out some other administrative crap before the day gets too far along.
Because these cabinets are not super high-end, we can't really sand them, so I chose to do a liquid sandpaper to make it just rough enough that we could get a really good primer, bonding primer, and get it to stick. And so far, so good, but I was pretty skeptical. In all my time flipping furniture and repairing furniture, I never ever used this stuff. I always just sanded or scraped, and I think it's turning out all right, so yeah, despite that.
Come on, wait. Listen. Be a listener. Thank you.
I just got back from Sherwin-Williams. I don't know if you know this, but you can actually get a better deal on paint going directly to Sherwin-Williams than buying through Lowe's. I learned that after we built our house. So I didn't really get to cash in on it, but I'm trying now. 70% of the color sawdust. I don't know how this is going to go. So we'll see. I'm going to try it on a side, see if I like it, and if I don't, then maybe I'll get it retinted to something similar but different.
We are balling on a budget for this project, so I decided to put some really, really inexpensive, because I got it from Habitat for Humanity, wallpaper to use. I've been dying to use this for a year. I got each of these rolls for $3, so can't lose.
How you doing?
Oh, hey, I'm doing great. buddy. I love that you speak English now. What do you have? What are you eating?
Doggy bread.
Ooh, what's on your shirt?
Dinosaurs.
Ooh, who got you dressed?
The
Oh my goodness, look at you.
dog.
You got socks?
That hurts.
Oh, that hurts? Something on your foot hurts? No. Can I have one little kiss? No.
The next phase of the project is going to require me to build the pedestal for our washer and dryer, and it's got to be beefy.
Yes.
Alright, so Megan has started doing the pedestal to put these guys on. The only thing I gotta do before she can finish that up half, 5.5. Jeez, that thing's long. Alright, so 22 to right here. On side. Okay.
Okay.
Right. There's a baby sock back there.
Oh, those are mine.
Yeah, babe, so. I need to be able to lift it up so that you can slide that underneath, because we can't pull it too far away from the wall because of the duct. The duct is only so big and so long.
Oh, we don't want to undo the duct. Okay.
No, we don't. You might need to get somewhere. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't push it on the feet.
Sorry, I'm trying to get it under the foot.
Okay, man. I'm
Yes,
on top
got
of
it. Got it.
Okay. Woo! All right. Towards the wall. Okay.
So we have this little hydraulic cart that we use in the shop. I've used it actually when I was building out our pantry to lift a shelf and have it held onto the wall so I could actually screw it on there. And we're going to use that same thing to pump this dude up and lift it onto the platform because it's me and Woody, and I'm not that strong. I also hate lifting stuff with him because we're very different heights. He's almost 6 foot and I'm almost 5 foot. So
there's one piece of shop equipment that I would highly recommend and you will not regret having. It's one of these. Go ahead and line yourself up more. Like that. Good.
wheels on this thing are not my favorite.
No. That should be in between the legs.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're in between.
Okay. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
This is why you haven't passed through laundry. All right, ready to push?
Yep. There we go.
That's good.
Okay.
All right.
Ready?
Yep. Okay, stop. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, up and slide. There we go. Okay. Better be. Okay, go ahead and drop your thing a little bit.
Okay.
We're not fighting it anymore. That's good. All right, can we walk it in a little bit more?
There we go. I think we'll drop this now. Just make sure it doesn't flop forward. I'm going to move this out all the way.
Okay.
It's only our first week back, so I'm really proud of the progress we made in here, and I'm excited to have it this far from where it started. because Woody is leaving for a job in Tennessee and I need to be able to do laundry. If there's anything I've learned from working on this house and doing all of these projects, it's that being patient is everything, and it will come together, but making a home takes a lot more time than building one.